students. Today we start a very important topic, vaccination and immunization. This question or this topic so many times asked in the board examination, either in the 3 marks or many of the 1 mark questions including inside this topic. So let us we go through the vaccination and immunization. Vaccination is the administration of the vaccine to help the immune system and to develop the protection from a disease. It is known as vaccination. And while the inoculation of vaccine to prevent the infection is called as immunization. Vaccine contain a microorganism or virus in a weakened, live or killed state, or proteins or toxins from the organism, that is from the microorganisms. Now, the principle of immunization or vaccination is based on the property of the memory. Property of the memory of the immune system. This is very important. 1 mark question is that term vaccine derived by Edward Jenner first time in 1798. So Edward Jenner was the scientist who coined the term vaccine first time, hence called as father of immunology. This is 1 mark NEET examination question or many more medical examinations. Who coined the term vaccine first time? That is Edward Jenner. In 1798 coined the term vaccine first time, and he is also known as father of immunology. He developed the first successful vaccine, that is smallpox vaccine, in 1796. So these are 2 to 3 more important questions, most important questions. So many times asked in board examination also. Now, vaccine may be divided into 3 subtypes. First is the live vaccines, second is killed vaccines, third is genetic vaccines. Let us we go through one by one. First of all, live vaccines. Live vaccines prepared from living microbes and produced durable immunity. For example, vaccine of oral polio, measles, BCG, rubella and smallpox, etc. So these live vaccines have a long-term immunization in the body of any person. Second is the killed vaccines. Organisms killed by heat or chemicals when injected to the body. Organism means microorganism or pathogen. Now, it stimulates the active immunity and usually safe but less effective. For example, cholera vaccine. So we can say that killed vaccines are less effective and they are short term, they produce the short term immunization in the body. Now, third kind of vaccine is the genetic vaccine. They have 1 or more genes from the pathogen and splicing in the plasmid. Plasmid is a kind of autonomously replicating circular extra chromosomal DNA. इसके बारे में हम लेसन 11-12 बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में पढ़ेंगे डिटेल में आगे. So, plasmid then delivered to the cell by injection or the gene gun. तो प्लाज्मिड के थ्रू हम जीन्स एक्सट्रैक्ट करते हैं पैथोजन से, and that particular kind of genes which may control the or may check the growth of other pathogens is derived and then injected inside the cell of the organism. Now, what is 2 types of immunization is there. अब हम immunization को डिटेल में लेते हैं. Active immunization and passive immunization. What happened in active immunization? It developed due to the production of the antibodies in one's own body. For example, after the entry of the pathogen in the body, and it provide the long life immunization. It means that whenever the self developed immunity in the body after the entry of the pathogen inside the body, जैसे ही बॉडी में किसी पैथोजन की एंट्री होती है तो और बॉडी prepared its own kind of antibodies in the body against that particular kind of pathogen. So it is long life, or we can say that active immunization is the long life immunization. Second is the passive immunization. It developed by antibodies that are produced outside the body. For example, the anti-snake venom vaccine, and it provides the short-term protection to the body. Anti-venom vaccine is the best example of the passive immunization. Or we can say that active immunization is long-term immunization, while passive immunization is the short-term immunization. Now we study about the functioning of vaccines. एक वैक्सीन कैसे फंक्शन करता है, इसको थोड़ा बहुत ही शॉर्ट में समझाया गया है, तो try to understand this. Now the antibodies produced in the body against the antigens, that is pathogens, and would neutralize the pathogens. The vaccine also generates the memory, that is B and T lymphocytes, which recognize the pathogens quickly. We can say that T and B lymphocytes recognize the pathogens quickly and affects strongly. ये strongly affect करती हैं. Or we can say that the most of the immune power in the body produced or developed by the B and T lymphocytes. Now, rDNA technology is responsible for the production of antigenic polypeptides and pathogens in bacteria or yeast. Or we can say that in these days, biotechnology play an important role in the production of the vaccines. Now, vaccines produced using this approach allows the large scale production and hence greater availability for immunization. For example, hepatitis B vaccines produced from the yeast. So this is all about vaccination and immunization. अगर आपको मेरा ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा हो तो इसे लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करें. थैंक यू एंड हैव ए नाइस डे.